of Awesome at the iMag, and it is time for iMag at Home. Today, I'm going to show you how to make your own mini fossil excavation that you can do at home, but of course, it is an example of something we're doing here at the iMag. This is actually going to be part of one of our homeschool classes this month. So this month we're focusing on earth science, weather, land formations, natural disasters, and of course fossils. And so you can find fossils in Florida, not dinosaur fossils, but we're going to show you what an actual fossil excavation is like. And so for this experiment, directions will be on the website as usual. It's pretty simple. You just need to have a little Tupperware container. I like the sandwich size. I have little dinosaur skeletons, which are pretty awesome. If you don't have that, you can use just little toys. Also, you can actually break apart the bones so they can find them, or if you really want to get cool with it, you can actually clean off chicken bones and use the chicken bones in there as well. And then you're going to need plaster, water. I have a spoon for mixing, and so we're going to go ahead and put some plaster in this bowl. And then we're gonna start adding water. So usually it's about a 2-to-1 ratio when you're making this. When you're making your plaster, you want it to be kind of the consistency of pudding when you're done. If it's too watery, it's not gonna set right. So this is a little too watery, so we're gonna add some more plaster. And you wanna try and get it as smooth as possible as well. We're gonna stir this up. We're still a little too watery. We're gonna add a little bit more. Almost there. Tiny bit of water. And then I'm going to kind of show you the consistency. I will tell you, you definitely need a place that you can work that can get a little bit messy. Don't have on your favorite clothes. So, this is my plaster of Paris that's pretty much ready to go. Now, here's another hint. Whatever you're going to be using for your excavation, you need to have it already ready to go because plaster sets up pretty quickly. So we're going to go ahead and start pouring this in here, and we're going to cover up a little dinosaur skeleton that I put in here. We're going to scoop all of that inside, and then I'm just going to use my spoon to spread that out. It is okay if it doesn't fully cover what you're hiding in here, or if little bits and pieces of it stick up, like you can actually still see kind of the outline of my dinosaur in here. That's totally fine. So once you've got it so the way you want it, you're gonna let this set. So we're gonna set that aside. And I have one here that I did yesterday, so it had a chance to set overnight. So this is what it looks like when it's done. You can still kind of see the little outline, my little dinosaur in there. You could leave it in here to go ahead and start chipping away at it, or you can actually flip it out, which is what I'm gonna do, so you can actually see what that looks like. So I'm gonna flip mine out, and look, we did not ruin the Tupperware, so you can use that again. But so here's this guy right here. Now, as far as doing your excavation, there's different ways you can do this. If you have a little hammer, you can use that. You can use a spoon as well. And so that's gonna be what you're gonna use to start chipping away at the plaster in here. And if you have a really destructive little friend, they can also smash it on the ground. And then once you start getting down to where the bones are, so like I can see some of the bones showing through, you can actually use a paintbrush, which would be very similar to an excavation site, to go ahead and start bringing out those bones. You can try and take the whole thing out, or just chip away the top just to leave it where you can see the bones inside. So again, directions are going to be online. This is just one activity we'd be doing in our homeschool class. This is part of our Dynamite Mystery class. So plenty of other activities in that class. Again, homeschool class, if you are doing homeschool or if you're doing virtual school and just looking for something to supplement it with, you can find all those classes, dates and times on our website. Thank you guys for tuning in, and I'll see you next week.